The US is now classifying how many Afghan security forces are being killed as the Taliban gains ground across the country. It's according to a disturbing new report by the US watchdog for Afghan reconstruction. That's as two separate blasts on Wednesday led to dozens of civilian casualties in the north of the country. RT's Miguel Francis Santiago has more.
The Afghan war, it just keeps on going. Another day, another attack in Afghanistan. And even though the war has been going on for almost 2 decades, things aren't getting any better. According to a recent U.S. report, the Taliban is on the rise. It now controls 13% of the country, compared with 11% in February of 2017. And where the Taliban wins, the Afghan army loses. Hang on. Now, what was it that Rex Tillerson said about the Afghan war just over a week ago?
Clearly, we have to continue the fight against the Taliban and against others in order for them to understand they will never win a military victory.
Things aren't just getting worse. They're apparently getting covered up too. U.S. forces in Afghanistan decided to classify information related to casualties, personnel strength, attrition, capability assessments, and operational readiness of equipment. The majority of U.S. funding for Afghanistan goes to Afghan troops and militia, totaling more than $63 billion. So the question is, what exactly is it spent on? Even the man in charge of the report wasn't impressed by the lack of transparency.
The Afghans know what's going on. The Taliban knows what's going on. The US military knows what's going on. The only people who don't know what's going on are the people paying for it.
So why is data being redacted, you may ask? Well, it might just be to avoid embarrassments. See, it's transpired that half of the foreign troops trained by Washington in the United States have gone AWOL, were Afghan fighters. More money wasted. So now, with sensitive Afghan data being redacted, we can only speculate as to why, with the help of the man in charge of the report himself, who said that the U.S. government never classifies good news. Miguel Francis Santiago, RT.
Various experts we spoke to say there should be greater transparency on the ongoing war in Afghanistan.
It shouldn't be secret information. It's only politically sensitive. That's why they're trying to shut it down. It isn't just the Afghan population. They don't realize, except unless they've got a family member who's been killed. In the whole 16 years that NATO's been there, NATO's only lost 3,400 people. So that they're losing, the Afghans are losing within a 6-month period more than the whole of NATO foreign troops have lost in 15, 16 years. So it's just a bloodbath of Afghan soldiers and police.